again. Time is
That's right.
precious. Time is a
That's right.
commodity that we can't buy. We can buy
That's
and
right.
purchase a lot of things with money and gold and silver and Bitcoin and all these things. You can't buy time. You can't buy
That's
time.
right.
So what are you doing with the time that you have been afforded, with the life that you have been given? That's what we talk about tonight. Living or existing. If you're just going through, change your situation, change your
Right.
circumstance, change the people that's around you. See, those people
Right.
that's around you can motivate you, or they can doggone just mute you, right? You got to
Right.
make sure that you have a people that's around you that's saying, you know what, I don't necessarily understand everything that you're doing, but I
Right.
support it because I support you. I
That's
care
right.
about you. Can you dig it? Because a lot of times, though, man, we don't do the things we need to do in life, accomplish the things we want to accomplish in life because of our surroundings, because of
That's
our
right.
support system or the lack of a support system. And so we living in
Right.
a society right now to where everything is about support, like, follow, share, like, follow,
Right.
share. And if they don't do that, does your message not get out? Are you still not as passionate about whatever message that you put out there? It's still the same message. You just may be speaking it to the wrong people that don't care about what you have to say. It's okay. Just make sure you're putting your message in front of the right people.
Just like you said, bro, and you brought up a good point. It's just like me. I'm from the hood, you know what I mean? And I remember that song T.I. said, he said, some people move out the hood to make a way, and I move away because they're afraid. Now you go back, because now that's a good thing, like, recreating your hood. But the thing is, because they saying buy the block and all this stuff here. But really, bro, on a deeper level, you can buy the block all you want to. But if people don't change their views, right? Because just buying the block is not going to actually solve it within itself. It's a start. But people got to change how they view things. Because if you buy the block and you got the old lady still there and, you disrespecting her, you got people disrespecting that old lady. You know what I mean? And being violent and doing all type of stuff. We still killing each other and hurting each other. We're not living our best life. We're not going to even be existing. You know what I mean? Forget just living your life. You're not going to even exist. And that's what we're going through now. All this crime. I don't even want to say black on black crime because, it's no different from, they coined this stuff, crime. Of course, what we not understanding, a lot of times you're going to hurt people with that mentality that's right in your proximity because that's who you're around every day. So it's even levels to that stuff. But my point is, money, going back to what you said, Sheldon, time and money, we can buy all these things. It's no different from buying our kids clothes. That don't change who they are. If we don't teach them, all we doing is creating monsters, materialistic monsters, you know what I mean? We creating these things, so you got to balance that. Money is not, people give back all the time and just buy up a bunch of stuff. Well, I gave charity, but what are we teaching? You see what I'm saying? We got to do that too. I'm not knocking that, but we got to teach these things. Because if I teach you how to fish, you know what I'm saying, you eat for a lifetime. If I give you a fish, you eat for a day. So, I just think that, again, we got to teach our children these things. We talking about live your best life. Introduce our children. That's why I don't took my baby on trips with me, because I want her to see, hopefully we get passports. I want her to see the world and see how different things are from just what she live at in her house every day. So once we start, then we diversify and we learn to respect each other more. And like you say, coming to this global table. So, that's what I think, man. And it's sad that we don't even value not only ourselves a lot, because if you don't value yourself, you really don't value the next human being. And even though we successful, a lot of times, Sheldon, we don't even value ourselves. We don't 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 value ourselves. We We still killing each other. They just talking about these rappers from Dallas. A rapper named Yellow Beezy and a comedian dude. That was really true. Yeah, they was beefing, but one of them got shot. Got killed. I don't know if you heard about that. He got killed. He was these youngsters too, up and coming. One of them got killed. They trying to tie this stuff in together, and then the other guy got shot. He's still living. Got shot they shot his car like 12 times. You know.
Dang.
So again, and they hit him 3. The other guy, he was just on Instagram talking about his beef with him. His name Raw Lee. He was a comedian, and the younger guy named Yellow Beezy. He got a song called "It's On Me, Baby." It's like a big hit. I know you done heard it.
Oh yeah, I like that song. That's on me, baby. That's
what
I shot.
He got shot. Yeah, he got shot. Like they shot his car 12 times. He got hit 3 in the hospital right now. These guys in Dallas, you know what I mean? The comedian, they was beefing, but it didn't actually say that dude killed. But you know, they trying to tie this stuff in together. But it's sad because, like I say, even though they're successful on the rise, having a little change, the mentality haven't changed. You know what I mean? So when the mentality doesn't change, then you're not going to live your best life, and you're not going to be living. You're not going to even be existing because you're killing off each other, and you know what I mean, before you even get started. And then, you know, on the other side, you know, we got a lot of up-and-coming young people who are not respecting their elders anymore. You know, I kind of talked about that. Now, the elders been living. They've been doing more than existing, and they got to a point where they can share a lot of stuff with us. But when you don't respect, that counts for something, bro. You know, a person who's been living a lot of years, not just living, you know, because you don't get that age, not just being a fool, you know, because there's people who've been living a long time, but they haven't produced anything. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But we're talking about people who producing fruit, because age don't matter. If you can live 70 years, you ain't did nothing but cause havoc and drama. Nah, you know what I'm saying? You don't fall into this category, because a person can be 20 and did more than you living 70 years. So sometimes it's not about age and time. It's about what you do with it. And a lot of times we start, bro, and I want to say this, we start things and we don't finish. See, you know, I mean, a lot of people start, Sheldon, but they don't finish, and that's what separates successful people from unsuccessful people. You got to follow it through. You know what I mean?
Follow through, baby.
Like,
follow
through. They was talking about having a plan B, you know, on the interview with Willie D. Now. He said, I didn't look at even having a plan B. I said, man, that's interesting, because people usually tell you to have a plan B, right? But they said sometimes a plan B will stop you from doing plan A, because you'll start, if you sense any adversity, you'll stop. You know what I mean? And say, well, I'm going to do this. And a lot of people have done. I said, man, that's interesting. Because, you know, all our life we've been talking about plan B, C, D, and all this other stuff. But sometimes you got to be so tuned in to being ambitious about that one thing, you know, that you, like, I got to make this happen. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's no different from me, and I'm going to use this example. You know, coming out of prison, I gotta stay out of there. You know what I mean? It can't be no, I can go do time even if I get caught up. Because, I mean, I know how to do time. If I got back in that situation, I know how to adjust. But I got to have it in my mind, like I said in one of my songs on the CD. I did my time like a man. I ain't never going back. I pray I don't go back. But I'm speaking into existence. I don't never want to go back, especially over no dumb stuff. So, you know, again, but we got wisdom from our elders who tell us stuff. And I got a lot of insight from my aunts, from my friends, and, you know, great, valuable information that has helped me. And if I wouldn't have used it, I'd have made a lot of bad decisions, bro. or decisions that wasn't the best. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
I think we all
again,
have, though, man.
yeah.
Christian
But I'm
Bishop said,
saying
yes, it
recently,
sure
since I've
is.
been out of here, you know what I mean? You know, for real.
Yeah, man. I mean, you gotta really realize, though, man, where you are right now in your life, and as you grow, just because you're a certain age doesn't necessarily mean you're mature, right? You have to make mature decisions in order to have the best life that you need to have, right? I'm not saying everything's gonna be perfect, everything's gonna be laid out beautiful like you want to be laid out, but at the end of the day, it's you. YOU making the decision that you need to have the best life possible. How can I get my life better? If yesterday wasn't great and we're doing the same things today as we did yesterday, we can expect to receive the same results. So we have to grow. We have to grow through, as I often say, grow through what we go through. Right? We have to grow through those things in order to make us a better person, a better individual, a better leader, a better teacher. Because there is a generation of people out there, we saying, oh, this generation is bad and all that. A lot of people want what we have to offer. But if you just weigh down in everything you're dealing with and everything you're going through, you don't have time to share. You don't even have the capacity or the audacity or the intent to want to share anything to anybody because you just so, consumed with what you're going through. Our job, our role as mature adults and mature men is to go out and grab these next generation of young men to make them leaders. When they're walking around with their pants sagging and hanging down, we don't say, oh, that don't make no sense. We go tell them the history of what that is. Hey, man, you know that came from buck breaking back in the day, right? What's buck breaking? Well, let me tell you, my brother, pull your pants up. You want to have your pants pulled up because they and now you tell them the reason why you're saying, you're not just saying you ought to pull your pants up and walk off. No, you give them the history lesson. This is the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying to you, young brother, young king. You understand what I'm saying? So you end up having to give them that information. But again, if you're in tune with who you are and you know your purpose, right? If you're living and not existing, you can pull them to the side and say that. But if you're just existing, you don't care what they're going through. You don't care what they're dealing with. You don't care how they're demonstrating those things because it don't matter to me no way. I'm just trying to get mine.
Right. And like you said, bro, when you're in tune with yourself, you don't mind everybody else shining. And that's the thing, too, because we know we really want them to do better than us and take it further. That's how I think. We setting the tone, just like people set the tone for us, and it's going back to, we was talking about pioneers and respecting people who set the tone, because they paved the way. And that counts for something. What's sad, you got a lot of arrogance going on when people come up and they want to, push people, the predecessors, to the side who have set the tone. And, no, you can't do it like that because people going to come behind you in the same way. And you going to want them to respect what you did, your work, Everybody wants to be valued and respected and loved. You know what I mean? So I believe we get that to the youth. Even while we teaching them, if you show love to people, more than likely they'll listen to you. And then you can teach them. Show them love first, and then you can teach them. And I tried this, and this was for sure thing, bro. When you show love, and people feel genuineness, I don't care how hard they act, bro, how tough they are, because a lot of times it's just a cry for help. You know the psychology of that. I don't had a lot of brothers I was real cool with that I was, when I was kicking up dust, and then, when I changed my life, that was an influence too, because they was right there with me. They seen how I was, how I used to be, then they seen the positive change. So a lot of them brothers, man, they used to talk to me about their families deep down. At night,